Good afternoon, Jace. Today is April 4th, 2025. I'm Chase Ashby, joined alongside
Angelina Mendoza, and we have a packed show in store for you today.
First, we'll head to reporter Graham Henderson, talking about LHS alumni and musician Haley Brown.
Next, we'll head to some school announcements about LHS robotics, Paint the Pot, Take Your Child to Work Day, and Candle Making Club.
Finally, we will go to our reporters Landon Roach and Frankie Pashota with a sports report about women's soccer and men's golf.
So make sure to sit back, relax,
and enjoy the show, because this is KLHS. If any of you saw the baseball game yesterday, I'm sure you saw the hot dog race, which honestly made me crave some hot dogs.
Personally, I don't really like hot dogs, and I'm kind of a picky eater.
That reminds me that today is National Picky Eater Day. That's for anyone who has a small palate with food.
I heard that. Our reporter Graham Henderson is interviewing a former LHS student about her remarkable music career.
There have been so many talented people who have come through LHS, but one that comes to the top of the list is Haley Brown. If you're not familiar with the name, Brown graduated from LHS in 2014, where she was a National Merit Scholar, placed as high as third at a national speech and debate competition, and was involved in orchestra, Exit 16, Model United Nations, many theater productions, and KLHS. After her time at LHS, she chose to attend USC, where she received a presidential scholarship to study drama and graduated with a BFA in 2018.
It's impossible to pick one thing with her, but she really just was the model student. I mean, she was respectful of the faculty, she was well loved by her classmates.
While at USC, she met a man named Jack Hackett, and together they worked on a comedy news show called The Breakdown. The show was broadcast to the greater Los Angeles area, and it was here where they found that they worked very well together.
Got to just have fun on the show, yeah. So he was a producer, I was a host, and that's where we started working together for the first time.
They made a few comedy sketches before they eventually found their passion in music. They eventually formed a band called the Doohickeys. The Doohickeys are a country-style comedy band who have written songs like 9 to 6, a parody on 9 to 5, and This Town Sucks, a song about liberty before it was what it is today. The Doohickeys also just released their first studio album, All Hat No Cattle. It was produced by two-time Grammy nominee Eric Korn, and upon its release, hit #1 on SiriusXM's Alt Country. Currently, the Doohickeys are planning plenty of new exciting things, like a new Christmas EP, a new variety show to display some of their talents live, and of course, a second album is in the works. As I'm sure you've already noticed, this level of success doesn't come easy. And Brown is no stranger to understanding what success looks like on many different levels.
I think that I used to think that you had to be the best at what you do to be able to pursue art or to pursue the orchestra, playing the fiddle, right? I was never that good in orchestra, but there's room for somebody who was second, third chair to make it in the scene because it's about finding your voice, right?
Haley Brown is clearly one of the most talented individuals who have come through LHS. You can support her and the Doohickeys by listening on all platforms and following them at the Doohickeys on Instagram. And reporting for KLHS, this has been Graham Henderson.
Thank you, Graham. It's so cool to see an LHS alumni making such a big impact in the music world.
Now, let's head to some announcements. The Liberty Robotics team is currently away at competition at the Fire Lake Arena in Oklahoma. It started on April 2nd, and they'll be coming back on Saturday night. Robotics has a whole bunch of fundraisers like the Lemonade fundraiser, so they can have money to get into these competitions. Qualifiers are happening today. They will be competing with the robots, so wish them the best of luck. Are you feeling in a crafty mood? Then join the Candle Making Club. They meet every Friday in the View from 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. If you'll be making candles for anyone who wants to join, they will have supplies there for you, and you have to sign up and be able to participate. If you want any more questions or just want any more information, please contact Callie Gentry.
It's a candle making club we have after school every Wednesdays, 2:30 to 3:30.
On Tuesday, April 22nd, the LMC will be hosting a painting session to celebrate Earth Day. It is for anyone who would like to have fun capturing the beauty of nature on the canvas, with no stress whatsoever. So any painters who want to have a fun after-school activity to look forward to, make sure to check your email or go to the LMC for any information. Take Your Child to Work Day is April 24th, which includes Take Your Child to Work Day, which means either you can go help your parents with their job, or you'll be seeing lots of teachers' kids walking around the school, seeing what it's like to be a high schooler. And on that same day is the KLHS Telethon, which will have a whole day of fun games and activities. They will be able to report from the KLHS studio to pay and play for new sports backdrop and much more. So make sure to tune in and keep an eye out for any more information about participating in the telethon. Angelina, go.
We are also in the middle of a great and full season for spring. I wonder how the team is doing.
I think that Landon and Frankie have some great info about games and sports events over the past week, the weekend, and next week.
What's up, Jays? I'm Landon Roach.
And I'm Frankie Peixoto.
This week has had lots of exciting sports events and news to share with you, including tournaments for many of our sports teams.
Let's start with women's soccer. This Friday, April 4th, and Saturday, April 5th, there will be a women's varsity soccer tournament in Springfield, Missouri. Earlier this week on Tuesday, the Lady Jays lost to Bolivar 1-0, but it was a great game on both sides.
It sounds like the women's soccer team has had a tough schedule to start the season and will look to turn things around. But in other sports news, the men's golf team had a tournament last Monday in the Liberty North Varsity Invitational. Sophomore Tanner Hoffman placed 11th, along with his fellow sophomore Colin Cooper in 19th. They both have been very consistent this far into the season. They also played in the Darren Floyd Memorial Tournament yesterday, and they had multiple athletes inside of the top 25. Those include Hoffman in 8th, Cooper in 11th, junior Cohen Ackerson in 18th, along with freshman Bennett Dorman in 22nd. The team ended up finishing 3rd out of 15, and their next tournament is the Blue Springs South Invitational on April 7th. I'm expecting another strong tournament out of the golf team, and I think that they can get first in their next tournament. Well, that wraps up another week of J Sports.
We are glad that all spring sports are doing well so far into the season.
This has been Landon Roach
and Frankie Peixoto
reporting for KLHS.
Thank you, Landon and Frankie. Good luck to all of our athletes in their tournaments and matches over the weekend.
I'm so excited to watch the sports that are currently happening in our school.
Especially the men's golf team. They're doing so well this far in the season.
Unfortunately, that brings our show to a close.
Remember to keep up on social media with Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to keep up on everything LHS.
Also, don't forget to tune into our daily show at 1:29 p.m.
Now, let's stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. This has been Chase Ashby
and Angelina Mendoza.
Have a fabulous Friday, Jays.